Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug you. Long Boys Blues 1975.
Welcome to another arcade versus home port. In this video I'll be taking a look at Gauntlet, one of my favourite arcade machines ever, and absolutely blew me away back in the day as a kid. Released by Atari in 1985. I still remember when I first saw it, or more importantly, first heard it in that arcade we used to visit down the road in Minehead from our holiday campsite, where we had a caravan in Blue Anchor, and it was literally right just inside like the patio slidey doors, of which there were two to open up the front of this arcade, and it was there. 4-player cabinet with absolutely amazing cabinet artwork, but it was this that I could hear. You know, this, the way you got all these amazing, sound effects, such as that. It just sounded Dungeons and Dragons and blew us away. And this was the 4-player cabinet. Never seen anything like it. Yeah, and also because of stuff at the time, we were watching, such as the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, and also Nightmare. The live-action game show on ITV. This was right up our streets. It's a dungeon crawler, or hack-and-slash dungeon crawler, or explorer, where you can play 1 to 4 players simultaneously, and you have to collect gold, potions, keys to unlock doors and progress while being constantly under attack by enemies. And there are loads of different enemies. There are ghosts, there are demons, there are wizards, where these weird things that can lob rocks over the wall. And I never got to play it, but much back in the day in the arcade, because it was so expensive, because it was so hard. And the reason it was expensive, because it was hard, was if you see down the right hand side, there would be the health for each of you. Your health, once you put money in, would continuously tick down. And I don't mean because you're taking damage, I mean it would continuously tick down. If you're taking damage, the monster would piss through your health quicker than Gordon Brown pissed through our pensions. It was unbelievable. And so our parents would give us money for arcade machines, but not really this one, because they could see the inherent flaw within it, which we couldn't, because we were 9 and blind to its shiny graphics and amazing speech. And they were like, we're not giving you money for this. Are you stupid? You're no children of mine. Put some money in. Use character to select. Joyce to select character. 4 characters. So you've got the wizard, you've got the Valkyrie, you've got the elf, and you've got the barbarian. We'll go with the barbarian. This is the 2-player version because I'm playing it on main. I always play as the barbarian anyway. They all have different attributes. His shot is powerful, and you can take damage. The elf's shot is not as powerful, but it's really quick. Now, as you can see, my health's going down. I'm alright because I love that music. I can just whack in money. These are ghosts. This is a kind of tutorial, and there is a narrator, and it's amazing. The narrator is a bloke called Ernie Fossilius, and the sound chip used in this to do the speech is a Texas Instruments speech chip. That's kind of cool, because you got to think, 985. There you go. To have this much speech in a game, have narration, is absolutely fantastic. Another thing that blew me away as a kid. Well, I'll get a key. Look.
Key to open door.
Alright, the speech is a bit pants by today's standards, but it's 1985. Now, this is the great thing about it. It was kind of unheard of at the time. I believe this is actually an 8-bit machine. Whether that's the core processor or not, the graphics, I don't know. But it's considered part of Atari's 8-bit family. But yeah, so I got a key. If I touch on one of those grey doors, pretty sure you know what Gauntlet is, but hey, you know my videos. It'll open it, and then I have to get another key to go for the next one. Or I can take exit and retain the key, which gives you multiple ways through each level. Certainly more so when you get further into it. We'll go in here. Oh, and yeah, so there are many routes, and so it's completely non-linear, which is pretty good stuff, or advanced stuff in 1985. Now, obviously, even though they're ghosts, you still got to shoot them with your axe. Not sure how that works, but get another key. That's health. Look how little it goes up. Food health increased by 100. Now there's another exit there which will take me to level 4. But can you see that you have to shoot generators? Each generator is specific to the enemy. So obviously bones of the people who were deceased are these. Let's have a look. Now, later on, see what I mean about you just, I mean, alright, maybe with 2 players, but you just can't afford it. It's genius. I mean, if you had this in your arcade, not only could you put your kids through college, but you would probably just look at it and grin like Ebenezer Scrooge and just go, damn, kids are stupid as fuck, and look how much money I'm making. Oh, listen to that, it makes a fucking pig noise. Exit to level 8. So yeah, now they're obviously, I've done gameplays of the Spectrum version, but it came on the Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore Amiga, Atari ST, all thanks to US Gold, and they were multi-loaders, but they were very, very good. This, we're going to compare it to the SEGA Megadrive. I forgot to mention that. We're going to compare it to the SEGA Megadrive version. We'll go to, yeah, we'll go here. But this came out in 1993 on the Megadrive by Tengen, which is really, really, really late. And it's called Gauntlet 4, but we'll get to that when I play the Megadrive. But before then, even though we loved all the 8-bit ones, that's a potion. That's the only, that'll wipe them out like a nuke, but that's the only thing that will kill death, who just sticks on you, sucks the life out of you till you've got pistol and disappears.
Save potent for later use.
Yeah. Or I can show you what happens when I nuke it. There you go. Cool. The music and sound effects. Well, not the music, because that's on the title screen, which it didn't show. Sound effects are fantastic. Anyway, I'm waffling again, ahead of myself. So, back in the day, the one I did play that I absolutely was just like, I thought was arcade perfect. I don't know if it is. I've got a gameplay of it. It's amazing ports. And, you know, obviously I had a SEGA Master System. But yeah, US Gold poured it to the Master System, and we all went nuts because it was way better because of the colour palette than the one on the NES, which is there. Is there an official one? And then there's a Tengen one. I don't know. Look up the whole Tengen thing and backwards engineering the lockout chip and shit like that. It's really interesting. But yeah, the Master System to me was literally like playing the arcade as a kid. This is one example when we get to the Mega Drive where its different colour palette helps it. Right, so immediately you can see that the levels are expanding and getting bigger. We've got different shades of ghosts. I don't know what the deal with that is. Alright. But yeah, so they're getting bigger now. You get to bonus stages where you've got to collect as much gold as you can and get out. But if you don't get out with all the gold, it doesn't count. Oh no, it doesn't count if you don't get out before the time goes out. And the other thing is, there is a kind of continue mode on this. You can keep putting in money, but if you're absolutely completely outright died with all your health gone down, slap in a 10p coin or a quarter, whatever's your poison, and within a very quick certain number of seconds, it will spawn you right back where you started. All useful tips I did not know back in the day, because I said I loved it, but we had to sneak gold or make sure our parents were directly watching, because look, I cleared the whole area. You're welcome. I'm a fucking Ghostbuster. Show me some different bad guys. But yeah, because they didn't want us to, and rightly so, because I don't care how good you were at this or are at this back in the day. You ain't going through the entire game lightly. You're gonna need a loan, a mortgage. Right, different enemies. These like thuggy little weird barbarians. They come out of those things. Not sure how many can fit in there. Maybe it's timeshare. Dungeon timeshare. Oh, can't shoot through walls, but sometimes you can through cracks, which you use on all versions. That goes to show you can do it on the Spectrum, what an accurate version that was, to thin out the enemy before you get to there, even if it means you can't take out the generator. But see what I mean? Now we've got 2 types of bad guys on a level. Oh, do you know what? Playing this, put some money in, with infinite credits. It's like Equal Dave would have looked at me right now and just go, "You lucky bastard." What's an Xbox, Dave? What's that white thing next to it that says "we"? That's funny. Sorry, that's Equal Dave. But yeah, it just reminds you of what a great game it is, and why I never really got to play it much back in the day. Doesn't mean I didn't love it, but you can see right now how much, you know, damage I'm taking. Maybe you could progress through. I don't know. I never had 4 people to play it with. I only had 2 brothers. Blame my parents. But yeah, maybe before, I don't know. Have you ever played it with 4 people on the same cab? I'm assuming there's probably a 2-player cab. Did it make it that much easier, or did you just like look at this? Look how narrow the corridors are. Do you just jam up, get each other's way? Do you hurt each other? I can't remember, because if you piss through health this quickly and you can hurt each other, that is a cheap shot, and yet at the same time a masterful stroke by Atari. Atari, making kids poor in 1985. well, I think you get, you know, this is pretty much it. Now you might say, well, that's it. Well, there may be non-linear routes through the levels. It's pretty much rinse and repeat. It is, but think back to 1985 and this would have blown your mind. Obviously, there was a Gauntlet 2 and there were later, and it was ported to the NES. There was Gauntlet 2 on that, Gauntlet 2 on the Spectrum. Deeper levels, or deeper dungeons, which was an expansion pack of levels which you could use to load in after you loaded the original version of the Spectrum, which gave you all new levels, but that was before Gauntlet 2. I need help, shit, help. Yeah, gave you a whole new bunch of levels before Gauntlet 2 was even released, and there've been newer versions over the years, but yeah, this is a big franchise to this day, and this is its humble beginnings, and I friggin' love it. Right, let's see, look at this. Oh, I forgot I had magic, my bad. Anyway, right, let's jump. See, look, I'm dead now, and I will generate ghosts, but yeah, see that? Exit to 8, which means if you saw at the start, I could have jumped straight to this level, but I wanted to show you a few easy stages. Anyway, let's have a look at the Mega Drive version. Tengen. Or as I like to call it, Tengen. I don't know why, I just think Tengen sounds better than Tengen. Listen to this. Very accurate to the arcade, even though you didn't get to hear that at the start of this video. By the way, both those characters don't appear in the game, nor do their clothes, or the armour, or their weapons. But it's a smashing title screen, isn't it? Now it says Gauntlet 4. This was released by Tengen on the Sega Mega Drive and or Genesis, because it's interesting, this version just says Genesis, in 1993, so this is 8 years after the arcade, which shows you the strength of the title to release a game that much later. Now, it's called Gauntlet 4, although I think in Japan it's called Gauntlet 4, but in Roman numerals, because it has, I don't know if it's because it's the 4th sequel, or it has 4 game modes. It has your standard arcade one, which is why I'm using this, because I believe this is the first time it was ported to a 16-bit console and considered truly arcade perfect, apart from the colours, but we'll get to that. Excuse me, it's this dungeon, it's really damp, it gets on my chest. But there are modes where it ups it up and they're almost kind of RPG elements. I mean, there are RPG elements in the actual game, even though it's a hack and slash, whereas different potions, which I didn't mention, do different things, such as increase your armor, your stamina, your speed, and your shot speed. See, there you go. I walked into that one, didn't I? Look at that lovely table. It's a smorgasbord of magic, if you will. And destructible food and non-destructible food. I imagine non-destructible food is something with a lot of fibre. But yeah, so 8 years later, this came out, 4 game modes. We're not interested in the other ones, but I do, if you have, I'm thinking of getting this, or just want to get a ROM, suggest playing them, because it really does mix it up. There's like there's arcade mode, which is we're going to play, which is the port. Then there's record mode, and then there's quest mode, which is kind of all RPG and stuff, because that's a real word I've just decided. So let's get into it. So it's Gauntlet 4, but it's essentially Gauntlet. And the other thing I forgot is look at the way the title on the top right hand corner just strobes around and stuff like this. Now I don't know, because it says 1 coin equals 2,000 health. Whether that means that they've done such, look, lobbers, lobbers, they're the ones who lob stuff over the walls, but yeah, that means that we can keep pumping in money to continue, because if that was the case, then I would have been over the moon with this back in the day as a kid, or at this point a young adult, because look, death. But the thing is, there's multiple deaths on the same stage, so I don't know if they nicked one from every religion and they all reside in like a afterlife hangout party, but yeah. Right, start. Right, arcade mode, quest mode, battle mode, record mode. So yeah, you know, maybe it's, like I said, I'm just guessing it's 4 because of 4 game modes. Right, arcade mode. Let's have a look at options. Credits per player. You cheeky son bastard. 9, difficulty, a little easy. Health per coin. How does that work? Oh yeah, because I've got credit, but I have to put it into continue. Game type, normal language. Right, there we go. That's kind of cool. I can't believe it limits your goes. I mean, how is this easy is this to get to the end? It's a mystery. I can't remember what it did on the Master System, but that was ported by US Gold. Anyway, waffleage. Let's go with Elf. Now, it's going to have the same sampled speech.
Welcome.
See? Right. Cool music. If you're close to something, then you got this. Which obviously helps when you're really, really close to enemies. Same sort of sprite size. Oh, it's got remix music. It's got absolutely amazing music. Oh. Jesus, I forgot about that. I wonder if I can put it to the arcade mode, but yeah. See, look, it looks exactly the same. The colours are lighter, and I prefer them. They're a lot brighter and look sharper. Is that because it has, you know, different colour palettes, so it couldn't be accurate? Or is it because the arcade machine at this point is so old, and as I said, 8 bits, I think, that this actually has better colours? I cannot tell you how good that music is. I don't need to tell you, you're listening. We'll go the same route, I think. Or did I go this way? I went this way, yeah. No, we'll go a different route then. Ooh. Right, do I have to watch my health then? So I... Magic. I don't know how to put money in. This could be the world's shortest gameplay. Right. No, you've got to die.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm a different character now. You got to die to put money in? No, lost my keys, obviously. Now you can see the difference in the character speed. The graphics on this are lush. Right, we'll take the easy route then. I'm a bit confused as to how to put money in then, or can I actually go, or am I just going to keep dying? I'm scared, hold me. A game that, well, it's got different colours. Oh, this is the route I went, isn't it? You know, it still holds up. I mean, younger players might be looking at this and just thinking, what? But seriously, that's a testament to, as basic as this is, the addictive quality of it. I guess, obviously, I've got, you know, I say virtual goggles on. I've got rose-tinted retro, you know, goggles on, so nostalgia goggles, if you will. I'll learn to talk in a minute. You're greedy man. Well, I suppose you've got to eat that fast to get indigestion because you're in a dungeon. But yeah, this still looks good to me. I say that a lot. People are probably looking at me just thinking, why? How many poor bastards died in this dungeon then? It's very Alice in Wonderland the way he goes through it. Some food can be destroyed. It's cutting off the font there. That would be the non-fibrous food. Ooh. Now, it seems to have 4 players, so I'm guessing this was multi-tap. Was it called the multi-tap on the Megadrive? Compatible. He never told me which ones were destructible. Was it called the multi-tap on the Megadrive? But it must have been epic with that many of your mates playing it. Ah, when, you know, multiplayer gaming was multiplayer gaming. I just realised I should just leg it off the level, not sit around getting absolutely spanked. Also, if you're going to enter this dungeon, even for fortune and glory and shit, why wouldn't you put on a fucking shirt? There we go. Okay, that music is amazing. Right. Get your back against the wall, and then obviously you can pummel them. There we go. And again, be close to them. If you can be close to the dead. Well, of course you can. That's what mediums are for. But because your fire rate, you know, kicks in a lot faster. And then you can clear stuff diagonally as well. I can shoot the food. Referee, I want a VAR on that. Obviously, magic, your money, your health. Shut up, Dave. Learn to talk. The treasure will block them as well. Because there'll be demons later on, which will shoot at you. Yeah, and like they said, there's the lobbers who lob over the wall, do exactly what it says on the tin. Then there's evil wizards who look like your wizard character, but they can teleport. Yeah, there's a lot of it in this game. As I said, in 1985, again, I could have used that as a bottleneck. That's what I meant about the treasure. You've got to remember to have this way to progress through the levels was completely unheard. There you go, that's what I mean about use it as a bottleneck. See, there's all kinds of, whether they meant that or not, I don't know, all kinds of strategy. He says that he's getting absolutely tanked. But yeah, they were a good port. I would hope this could do a good port, you know, because I would hope that the Mega Drive is superior tech to what the arcade was. I haven't noticed that he slowed down yet, and there's a shit ton of sprites on the screen. Possibly more if I didn't put it on a little easier. Ooh. I'm legging it. Yay! Level 5. See, like I said, we could have gone straight to level 8 and then properly got spanked. Is this a treasure room? No. Oh, you go. These are the demons that... I guess it's still kind of a tutorial, 5 stages in. This is where the maze, I mean it was always a maze, but the element really kicks in, because you will start roaming in circles and finding it difficult to work out where you actually need to go. Somewhere but not here. Now, when you get really, really, really far into it, you got every kind of bastards all mixed up on the same screen, and then it basically is, get your checkbook out, get your gold card out, you're about to hit the poverty line. That was a really gross noise then. That was more flatulent than it was being a fat bastard, which you could argue, aren't they, part and parcel? I don't know, I'm neither, I'm a gentleman. Can they shoot the food? I don't want to look where my health is. Where's the way out then? See what I mean? I'm just going in circles. Head to the centre. Is it true if you go in a maze, like you know, one of those theme parks or whatever, while it will take you a long time to do it, to work out how to get out, just keep going, take left, take left, take left. There you go, so you can shoot through the gaps. Very useful, even though I didn't actually destroy anything. I'm going to find a maze now and see if I can prove that theory. That's what my mate told me years ago, unless he was doing it stupidly, so I would go in a maze and just get lost. Here you go, here's the evil wizards. Well, there you go. I'm going to wrap it up here. But, yeah, Gauntlet, an absolutely amazing blast from the past arcade machine. It was, like I said, very different at the time for not being, you know, super linear, giving multiple routes and ways to progress, being an absolute 10p or quarter gobbler, being very sort of atmospheric in, you know, Dungeons and Dragons, and like I said, with the TV all the time. And this is an absolutely amazing port. Is it the best version? Well, I don't know. I've only played this last system, Spectrum. But I'd love to know what you think, on what ports you played, or have you played specifically this version, or what were your memories of the original arcade machine? Oh, Gauntlet. Oh, by the way, when I first saw the arcade machine, I didn't even know what Gauntlet was. That was a word I didn't know existed. I didn't even think I could pronounce it. Obviously I know what it is now. Give him to every goalkeeper in the Premiership, I say. But, yes, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.